Can a law enacted during colonial rule in 1960 still exercise decisive control over the lives and personal freedom of millions of Indians in the 21st century? This very question brought the struggle for LGBTQ rights in India to a decisive turning point. In 2001, the NAS Foundation, an NGO, filed a petition in the Delhi High Court. The issue was Section 377 of the IPC, which criminalized consensual relationships between adults. The NAS Foundation argued that this provision violates Article 14, 15 and 21 of the Constitution. In 2009, the Delhi High Court ruled that consensual sexual relations between adults are not a crime and declared that part of Section 377 unconstitutional as it violated the dignity, privacy and equality of LGBTQ persons. However, the matter did not end there. In 2013, the Supreme Court overturned the High Court's judgment. Its main reasoning was that the LGBTQ community is a very small minority and that it was for Parliament, not the courts, to amend the law. This verdict was widely criticized. In 2016, Navtej Singh Johar, along with 4 other LGBTQ individuals, filed a fresh petition in the Supreme Court. They argued that Section 377 was not just a law, but a permanent stigma on life. In 2018, the Supreme Court delivered a historic verdict holding that LGBTQ persons are entitled to full constitutional protection and that consensual relationships between adults are not a crime. The court declared this part of Section 377 unconstitutional for violating Articles 14, 15, 19 and 21. It also emphasized that the Constitution is governed by constitutional morality, not the morality of the majority. Thus, the Navtej Singh Johar judgment affirmed full citizenship, dignity and freedom for LGBTQ individuals. Now, here's a question for you. How many articles are there in the Indian Constitution at present? Do tell me know in the comment section below.